Bailey Dowdy, and I'm a Community Programs Coordinator here at MaineGeneral Peter Alfond Prevention and Healthy Living Center. Today we're going to do the second session of our Bodyweight training series. So if you have not seen our first video, I encourage you to go back and watch that video and try out that workout before this one. For this one, we're going to do 2 circuits. So those 2 circuits, we will have 30 seconds of activity and 15 seconds of rest. I will cue you through each exercise. But before we begin, it's very important before any physical movement or exercise to get your muscles warm and prepared for that exercise. So we will start with a warm-up. So our first warm-up is going to be a butt kick. So you're going to butt kick and expand your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades back. Great. Okay, our next one, I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. We're going to touch our toes. So as far as range of motion you can go. If here is what you can do, that's fine. If you can go a little bit farther and touch your toes, that's great. Okay, and our next exercise, we're going to do a torso twist. So again, if you remember from our first session, we're just going to twist our torso, not at our hips. We're going to twist our torso and extend our arm like you're pushing a wall. Keep breathing. If you can't fully extend your arm, that's fine. Again, just go at your range of motion. If it's here, that's great. If you can extend all the way, that's great as well. Okay, and our next exercise, we're just going to reach over our head. So we're going to extend and opposite. You can lift your heel off the ground. If you want to get a little deeper into it, you can. Continue to breathe. Okay, and our last one's going to be arm circles forward. Very gentle. And you can get a little larger if it feels comfortable for you. And we're going to go back. So again, start small. And get larger. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. So butt kick. Expanding your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades back, your upper and lower body prepared. Okay, and then our next one will be that kick. Alright, and now we'll go into the torso twist. So again, just twisting at your torso and pushing the opposite wall. Great. Alright, so the next one will be the over the head. Reaching as far as you can reach. Squatting down if you can, sinking back into your heels. Or if you're here, it's great as well. All right, our last one will be arm circles forward. And arm circles back. Okay, so for our first circuit, we have 3 exercises. The first one will be an in and out squat. So we're just gonna squat back like we have before, squeeze up, step out, and squat. Step back in and out. All right, so that's your first one. Your next one, you're gonna get down on the ground and in a plank. And then I would like you to squeeze your glutes back. Okay. And our last one is going to be a high knee. So driving those knees up. Okay, and great. So that is our first series. We'll get started in about 3 seconds. So remember, the first one's going to be that in and out squat. 30 seconds of this. Begin whenever you're ready. Come in, squat. Sinking back into your heels. Keeping your chest up. Making sure your hands aren't rested on your thighs. All right, and rest. So we're gonna get down on the ground. We're gonna stick with one leg for the first one. So I'm gonna begin with my left. All right, and begin. So I'm just gonna squeeze and tap. Squeeze and tap. If you need to come up on your hands, that's fine. Or another option is coming down on your knees, extending, keeping that core tight and engaged. So you have 3 options here, whichever one feels best for you. All right, and rest. You can lean back, giving your wrists a little bit of a break, and we're gonna go to that opposite side. All right, we'll start in, begin now. Squeeze your glute, keeping your head to your glutes as a straight line, and that core engaged. Using those 3 options if you need. And rest. Okay, our last one is gonna be up. So we're gonna drive our knees. About 5 seconds. If you need to just march here, that's fine. To bring it up intensity a little bit, you can drive your knees. Our squat, our in and out squat. Keep your body moving. Just little gentle movement side to side. All right, and we'll begin now. Narrow squat, go a little bit wider, squat. Back down on the ground, so you can get there now if you'd like. We have about 5 seconds until we'll begin. Right, and begin now. So one leg, remember, squeezing those glutes, making sure we have control, up and down. You're not just flinging your leg, you're in control. Then you have 5 seconds, and then we're gonna go to the opposite side. Okay, and begin with that opposite side. Squeezing back. Remembering to breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Controlling your breath. You have 5 seconds. All right, and rest. Okay, that last one, we're gonna come up. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. High knees. Again, if you need, you can march, just pump those arms. But if you wanna take that intensity up, driving your knees up. Make sure we're keeping the core engaged. We're standing up tall. Rest. Okay, we have one more time through this circuit. And we'll have a little bit of a longer rest, and we'll do another one. Okay, and begin with that narrow and wide squat. Come in and out. Keep breathing, keep that chest up, core is engaged, and we'll rest. Next one is on the floor. We can take it down to your mat. Begin now. Not one leg. Remember, there's options here. So if you need to come up to your hands, squeeze, that's fine. Come down to your knee. Or this would be the most challenging. All right, and rest. Great. We'll go to that other side in 1 second. Or in a few seconds. Okay, now come on down and we'll begin with that other side. Breathing. Rest. Okay, let's take it up. Right, and let's start with driving our knees. Standing up tall, we're keeping our shoulders out of our ears, keeping the core engaged and tight. Continuing to move your arms to help your knees drive up. All right, rest. So you have a little bit of a longer rest here. And we will get in our second circuit. So if you want to grab a small sip of water. Okay, and now I will demo the next circuit and the next 3 moves. So the first one, I'm going to have you get down in that plank, high plank, and we're going to do some rotations. I'm just going to reach towards the sky, reach towards the sky. Keeping that core tight and engaged. Okay, and then our next one is going to be a crunch. So with a crunch, I don't want you to come all the way up like you're doing. I just want you to pull your shoulder blades off the ground. Relax. Okay, and then the last one's going to be an airplane. So we're going to stick to one leg on this one. And however you can do this, reach back. Pushing the wall behind you. If it has to be here and you're just stepping back, that's fine. You can rotate those hips forward and push back, that's great as well. So those are your first 3 moves. So the first one, again, we're going to get down on the ground. We'll begin now and rotate. Reaching towards the sky. Continuing to breathe, rest. Okay. We're going to get down into a crunch in about 5 seconds. Okay, and begin. So again, hands behind the ears, just lifting our shoulder blades off the ground and coming down. Continuing to breathe. Five more seconds. Rest. Okay, our next one, we're going to get up to the ground. Do an airplane. This airplane, your hands can be on your hips. It can be out in front of you or beside you. So, and begin now. We're going to rotate at our hips, pushing the wall behind us. You can tap the ground to get your balance back, or keep your leg off the ground. Focusing on one thing in front of you will help with your balance. Continuing to breathe. Okay, and rest. Okay, we're going to go to that other side. All right, and begin now. So with your opposite leg, push the wall behind you. You can tap if you need. So if this is challenging for you, stay here. You can push and tap, that's great. A couple different variations of this one. All right, and rest. Okay, we're gonna get back down to that plank rotation. We'll begin now. So get into that high plank. Let's reach up to the sky and switch. Can't reach all the way up to the sky, that's okay. Move your feet a little bit with this one. It might be awkward at first, but you'll get it. Rest. Okay, we'll come onto our backs. Do that little crunch. So hands behind the ears, lifting your shoulder blades up. Begin whenever you're ready. All right, and rest. Okay, we'll come back up. airplane, and we'll begin that now. So on one leg, shifting all your weight to the other side, pushing the wall behind you. Keep your hands on your hips, just hanging down beside you. Or if you want a little bit more challenge, you can reach it out in front of you. Rest. Go onto that other foot. A few seconds here. Begin now, shifting your weight. We all lose our balance too at some point, so just try to regain it. And rest. Okay, we're gonna go through that one more time. So last round with this one. Let's get down. We'll start with plank rotations now. Shifting your feet each time you do a rotation, that's okay. Spreading your fingers out on the mat. Rest. Great. Great. We'll come back to that crunch. And begin now. Keeping your hands behind your ears, lifting your shoulder blades off the mat. Continuing to breathe. Rest. Okay, we'll come back up. We're gonna do the airplane. Okay, and we'll start now on one leg, whichever leg you'd like to start with. I always start with my left leg, left-footed, so that might be why. If you want to start with your right, that's fine. Pushing the wall back behind you. Flexing the foot, and tap between each. Rest. We have one more. Then we will have our cool down. Cool down is the most important thing, so do not skip that. We'll begin that other leg now. You have 5 seconds. Okay, and rest. Great work. All right. If you need a small sip of water before we get into this cool down, you're welcome to do so. So let's just do 3 big inhales. Replenish your oxygen. On this last, let's fold forward, Stretching out the hamstrings or the back of your legs. Or you can just hang there. I want a small bend in your knees, so do not hyperextend them, lock them out. Small little bend. Okay, and I want you to roll up slowly. Okay, now we're gonna do a quad stretch, so I just want you to pull in that foot to the back of your leg. You can use something for support here, just making sure that it's something sturdy, like a wall. All right, and let's switch sides. And release. Okay, now I'd like you to get down to the ground, however you'd like. And bring one leg, crossing it over the other. Just like I said in the previous video, keeping your head up tall, keeping your shoulders out of your ears, and just breathing into it. Let's switch sides. And release that one as well. So bringing your arm across your body. Again, keeping your shoulder out of your ear. You can grab at your arm across at any point. I just don't want you to grab it at your elbow, so either on your tricep or down below. Okay, and let's switch sides. So I just want you to open your chest here. So either, again, whichever your range of motion is. So if you can reach behind you and look up towards the sky, that's great. If this is where it feels comfortable for you and you're feeling a stretch, then that's great as well. And just look up towards the sky, opening up your chest, and just breathing into it. So we are all done this session. I hope you got through it and you enjoyed it, and look forward to some upcoming videos on our YouTube channel.